You know, a lot of people have been waiting for this show this week, and I have to say, you know, the time moves so quickly. It was just a week ago we did our show. I thought we did a wonderful job. We had everything updated, everything covered, and just that night, news starts happening so quickly these days. I was served with the protective order because I've been stalking Vince Russo for 18 years. And of course, we issued an emergency statement about it on YouTube because we had already recorded the program. And a lot of people have been waiting for the program this week to hear what I was going to say. And I don't want to disappoint you, but this is a serious matter. It's a matter. Vince Russo went to court over this. It's a serious matter. I don't want to just willy-nilly just throw comments off the top of my head. I made an official statement, which we put up on YouTube, tinyurl.com/cornyyoutube, where I detailed exactly how that I was served by the police officers and when and where it happened and what our reactions were. And then I, of course, expressed my remorse, you know, over the whole thing, that it's gone that far, that I'm so embarrassed that I put Vince Russo in fear of his life, because that's what this document right here says, in fear. He is in fear of me. He's legally admitted that. And I just felt so bad that I'd scared the little fella. And also that, it's come to this, a blemish on my, if I ever want to get a job at Walmart, I'm not sure now with this blemish, but at any rate, I expressed my remorse over the whole thing. And so instead of doing it again and just making more comments and just stirring up more trouble over this situation, if everybody wants to hear the whole story, go to our YouTube channel, which once again is tinyurl.com/cornyyoutube, and you can hear all that. But Brian, it's a legal order that I'm not allowed to go to Vince Russo's place of residence that I've never been to. And I'm not allowed to contact or be around Vince Russo that I haven't seen in 8 years in person, or his wife, Amy, that I haven't seen in 20 years. I'm not allowed to call his phone that I've never called. I'm going to have to modify my behavior. And I'm suitably chastened, as I've said in public. And I don't want to forget about this. I don't want to forget, I don't want to forget that I have caused this much trouble for another human being, that he was literally laying in bed at night in his home, scared of me. And I feel so ashamed. And so not only am I never going to forget this, but I'll tell you what, if I do ever forget it, I want everybody, all the Cult of Cornette members out there to be able to remind me, because I don't want to fall off the wagon here on this behavior modification. So I want everybody to remind me of what I've done, and that is why that if you go to jimcornette.com right now and ongoing, you can get an exact replica of the protective order that was filed against me by Vince Russo in Posey County, Superior Court, Posey County, Indiana, for only $8 plus $2 shipping and handling, so $10 delivered to your door, basically. All you have to do is go to jimcornette.com and click on collectibles, and the section where it has the 8x10 pictures. Not sure where it's going to be, but if you just go to the 8x10s and say click see all and click that, then it'll be amidst the 8x10 pictures at collectibles section of jimcornette.com. But I want to make sure that something good comes out of my bad behavior. So, like I said, I'm selling them for $8, $2 shipping and handling. For every single order, I'm splitting the money with the WHAS Crusade for Children. So every time that you order a copy of this exact replica of the protective order that was served on me by Vince Russo, personally autographed by myself, and I will personalize, you can fill that in, so I can write anything you want. Every time you buy one of those, $4 is going to go to the special needs kids in Kentucky and Southern Indiana on an ongoing basis, as long as they're available for sale. Because I want to make sure that nobody ever lets me forget what I've done here, that I've made Vince Russo in mortal fear of me, that he has actually admitted it to grown adults and people in the court system. And I don't want to ever backslide and fall off the wagon and resort to that kind of behavior again. So I want everybody to have these so that they can remind me wherever I go.
That's very nice of you. And I think it's so incredible that you could take an occurrence like this and turn it into such an amazing positive to help sick children. I must commend you, Jim.
Well, you know, I've got to do something because it hit me. It hit me in the middle of the night that I had to change my ways. So anyway, there's some good will come of my treacherous behavior now. And I'm once again beg for everyone's forgiveness. JimCornette.com, collectibles, the 8x10 section.